Hi everyone, I'm Katie Evans, owner and lead agent of the Living 48 real estate team here at Real Broker, and I am here to really try and break down some of the Arizona residential real estate numbers and conversations for you. This video is a longer format video where we are going to go through the numbers from September and what we're seeing going into October. We're discussing trends. We're discussing the latest and greatest news. We're discussing what is actually happening in the Arizona real estate market. So if you are considering buying or selling, or even you just want to keep in the know as to what's going on, go ahead, grab some popcorn, buckle up, and we're going to go through some real estate numbers today. So let's go ahead and launch right into our factoid numbers. Hopefully you're looking at our Arizona real estate numbers. So this is such an interesting trend. So I'm going to do this for just 1 second. I'm going to take us back to what we discussed in August. And I just want you to see, look, we had so much red, and this month we have so much green. Now, why is this scary? Well, we're going to get into that in a minute. It all looks like going from green to, or from red to green would be a good thing. And in some places it is, but this is what we're looking at this particular month. So let's dive in and just go through the numbers really fast. So we're ending September, starting off October with 4.7 months worth of supply. That means more inventory. If we stopped adding any additional properties to the market that are available for sale, it would take us, at the rate that the market is moving right now, almost 5 months to sell off everything that we've got in there. And our inventory number is actually like a 360-day number. And so right now that number looks like 122 days. Same scenario. If we stopped adding anything, it would take us 122 days. So just two ways to kind of measure the same number. Helps us understand what the speed of the market is. Helps you understand kind of how quickly things are growing. Now, buyers, let me give you a little caveat to that. The great houses are still selling quickly. So can you rest on your laurels? Yeah, a little bit, but not really. Sellers, what does this mean to you? It means we need to plan appropriately when it is you think you need to move. We also need to plan and have proper expectations about how long it's going to take us. So buyers, same conversation. Sellers, we really have to know what is happening in your neighborhood with the pricing, and we have to be really on top of it in order to get your house sold in today's market. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in a minute. All right, our active days on market stayed exactly the same, 98 days. Closed days on market, same exact thing, 85 days is what is the average right now. Our active price per square foot. Now, this number went up. Right now, our active listings are sitting right around $339.95 a square foot. Our sold price per square foot is sitting, it also went up, $286.95 a square foot. Again, guys, this is all of our MLS numbers. It's not your neighborhood, maybe not even your house. Our average sale price right now over the last 30 days, $583,604. That number also went up. Our median sold price, $454,990. Sorry, let's try that again. $90. That is over the last 30 days as well. So if we look at the last 12 months, our average sold price is, I put a period, that should be a comma, $197,130. Our median sold over the last 12 months is $450. Again, if we go back to the slide before, you can see that number came up $5. So yes, it's green, but it came up $5. Okay, our 12-month appreciation price per square foot appreciation actually went down. It is still a positive number, but it did go down. You're sitting at 1.4% appreciation over the last 12 months price per square foot. Now, in the last 30 days, that number went up 1%. So your home last month, if we look at that again, it was in the negative. This month, it is in the positive. Okay? So all that is really good news. Now, let's talk about what is actually happening right now in the Arizona real estate market. Okay, if you didn't already have your popcorn, now is the time to go get it. We're going to have a conversation that you may want a little comfort food for. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of real estate boss mom wisdom, a little bit of just giving it to you straight and how it is. Right now in the Arizona real estate market, we are at a stalemate, an absolute stalemate. And so really the conversation right now is, who's going to blink first? Is it going to be the buyers or is it going to be the sellers? Now, our challenge is that over the last several years, in fact, more than a decade, we have watched Arizona real estate affordability go down. It has become much less affordable for people to purchase a home right now in the state of Arizona than it was a long time ago. So there are three main factors that go into affordability. Number one is the price of real estate. Number two is what are people earning? What's their purchasing power? And number three, obviously, is the interest rate. Okay, those are the three main factors that go into that affordability conversation. Now, let's talk first thing about the Arizona property values. We have so many sellers right now, or property owners, homeowners, that are sitting on quite a bit of equity and they've got pretty great interest rates. So they don't have to move. So people aren't moving right now unless they have to move because they're going to lose their interest rate and because they probably are not going to be able to purchase something else and gain a whole lot. All right. So sellers are kind of at a stalemate. They don't have to sell unless they can get the price that they want. They don't have to sell. So because of that, prices are not really dropping overall. All right. The second one, how much people are earning in wages. Well, unfortunately, for most of us, we're not just going to walk into our employers and say, hey, you know, the cost of living overall, really, if we look at everything in the last decade, it cost me about 30% more to buy everything that I need now than it did, you know, way back when and pre-pandemic. And so I need you to give me a 30% raise. Nobody's going to do that for you. So you may have gotten some cost of increased or cost of living increases. You may have got that kind of stuff, but your purchasing power is less than it was pre-pandemic. So the last thing that we're looking at is the interest rates. Everybody is waiting for the interest rates to drop. Now, I would like to remind everyone that when they dropped into the threes, the twos, the threes, and the fours, that was an artificial reduction by the government to help us get through COVID and all the crazy that was happening there. Okay. Basically, the way that all works, you were borrowing money for almost free. Okay. That is not going to happen again unless there is some major world catastrophe like happened in COVID that forced the government to take those extreme measures. It's not going to happen. Everybody keeps saying, well, I know, but the Fed's going to drop the interest rates. Well, did you watch what happened when the Fed dropped the interest rates this last time? It actually went up. Why? Well, because the lenders had already built that in. If you actually looked at what was happening just prior to the Fed dropping the interest rates, the interest rates for home loans actually dropped, but it was prior to the Fed dropping theirs. That is typically how that works. And then when the Fed adjusts and drops theirs, mortgage interest rates typically take a little tick up. All right. So the window is usually actually right before the Fed does their drop, not when or after. So we are expecting maybe 2 more Fed drops coming up the rest of this year. Those are big maybes right now. We are seeing interest rates in the low 6s right now. And we really are predicting that that's where they're going to stay for a while. So where can you go to get a good interest rate right now? We've got a series that's going to be coming up this next month or so that is going to talk exactly about that. So if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel because that is where those are going to get posted. We'll probably also put them out in our newsletter emails. So make sure you're subscribed to those. If you are not, just DM me and I'll make sure that you get added to those lists. All right, so let's go back to just our kind of conversation. This is how serious we are. I got to put on my old lady glasses here. Boss mom glasses on. Yeah, so kind of as a recap of what I just shared with you, since 2016, life got about 35% more expensive. Okay, we're calling this little period in time right now our housing stagflation. Stagflation. Okay, sellers won't move and buyers can't move. So we are in this like absolute stagflation. All right, that is all kinds of crazy. So just to kind of break down some interesting information for you and not make this video too long, our October screams in with 25,212 active listings, okay? This is about up 5% month over month, which is expected for our seasonality. This October is the 7th consecutive month that we have recorded the highest month in 10 plus years, and up 22% year over year, up 77% from 2023. So guys, the inventory is there. That is not the problem. Now, are we still historically low inventory? Yes, but we are seeing more inventory than we have seen in years. All right, so that is not our problem anymore. Now, our just listed, September rang in only 8,900 new listings. And this is the most since May, but it is also the 4th lowest since 2015. All right, so there you go. Our under contract numbers, September increased 44 units month over month, and we put 7,454 properties under contract. This is a 9% increase year over year, a 2% increase from 2023, and thus makes September 3rd the lowest September in the last 10 years. I fooled you. You thought it was going to be positive. It's not. Right now, under contracts, the average was about 44 days to contract. And our fallout rate right now is 1 in 5. That's 20% of our houses that go under market are going to actually fall out of contract. Sellers, you need to be ready for that as well. All right, let's see here. We have got our closed sales number. September turned in just 5,625. So what does that tell you? There are buyers out there. We're still closing houses in Arizona. This is down 5% month over month, but it's up 5% and 2% respectively from 2024 and 2025. September made for the 3rd lowest September since 2007. Sorry about that. And the 6th lowest September in this century. Oh, that makes you feel really good about life, doesn't it? All right. So is there hope out there? Yes, there is hope out there, everyone. Buyers, again, I want you guys to make sure that you come back and watch these videos. I've got some ideas on how we can still get you 3% interest rates. It is possible, all right? So there's a teaser. Sellers, you need to be prepared to help us price your house properly, be willing to move with the market, and be reasonable in your expectations, all right? If you're planning on selling, it has to be done the right way. All right, beginning of the year through September, 25,796 of our listings have expired or canceled. That's a sobering number, you guys. If you look at the fact that right now in October, we have 25,212 available, and throughout this year, 25,796 have gone off the market. Now, some of those probably have come back, but it is, sellers, I've got to have you be reasonable. I've got to have you be prepared. I've got to have you pricing the property right. All right, so as always, we are here to be a guide and a resource to you. We're here to be straight shooters. We're here to give you the information in its real format and help you actually achieve your real estate goals, not just play in the real estate market. So if you have questions, if you would like to look at your home, your neighborhood specifically, because remember, these are broad Arizona numbers, let's have a conversation. No obligation. I'm not going to hold you to anything, but let's make sure you understand truly where you sit with your equity, what your options are, and just kind of understand anything. This is a great conversation to have, whether you're thinking about moving or not. Buyers, if you are thinking about purchasing right now, you have to have a great agent who knows how to structure these deals for you in a way that's going to be able to financially make it feasible for you. First-time home buyers, so important. It used to be that you could just have your best friend who just got their real estate license be your realtor on the buy side. It was no big deal. It is a big deal now. All right. So let me know how I can best be of assistance to you. If you would, please share this information, this video, with someone that you know needs it, and help us help as many people out there in the Arizona real estate market as we possibly can. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long one, but we will catch you on our next video.